Here we are, exercise of the week number 24, the kneeling military press. There's many different options for overhead presses. You have the various machines that you can choose, barbell presses, various stances that you can do them from. We chose the kneeling military, one, because we like the ability to do independent strengthening of the, each side of the body, so the dumbbells provide that stimulus. And then the kneeling takes some of the pressure out of the lumbar spine. So many people are weak through their cores and weak through their hips that they tend to put a lot of pressure in the lumbar spine because they bail into it. So from a kneeling position, and as you'll see in the demonstration that we do, you have the ability to take some of that pressure out of the lumbar spine. To perform the kneeling military press, start with the dumbbells in your hands with your hands just slightly wider than your shoulders. From that position, just slowly press straight up over your head, arching at the tops of the dumbbells come towards one another. Then lower them down nice and slow and with control till the hands return to the starting position. Notice the hands are coming down right outside of the shoulders. The elbows will drop all the way down. This ensures that you're getting full range of motion throughout the shoulder joint as you're performing the exercise. One of the common negative side effects of any type of military press, whether it be kneeling or seated, is the issue of arching in the lumbar spine. If you have a client or if you yourself are dealing with pain in your lower back as you're doing this exercise, put something between your ankles like we did here with Candace by putting a medicine ball between the ankles, allowing her to press into that, thus keeping the muscles around the pelvis engaged, and that in turn keeps pressure out of the lumbar spine. Okay, one thing that we want to start adding in as we're doing the exercise of the week videos is neutralizers. We talked about this in our strength training posts, but one thing that you want to be able to do with any overload move like a kneeling military press is to counter the negative side effects of the exercise. Some of the negative side effects that we discussed, one was the lower back pain that people can have due to overcompensation and extreme arching in the lumbar spine. Another area that typically is an issue for people is in the neck. So two things you can do after each set of the kneeling military. One of them would be kneeling elbow curls, where you have your knuckles on the temples and bring the elbows together and apart. What this helps to do is ensure proper movement of the scapula after each set. So if your body compensated due to the overload move and started to tighten up anywhere through your thoracic spine, your cervical spine, up into the neck, this will help to alleviate those issues. And then another great one is always cats and dogs, from the hands and knees where you arch the back up and down. This helps to address the issue of the tightness that can occur in the lower body as you're trying to stabilize the spine throughout the move of the kneeling military press. Alright, so you saw the two different athletes doing the kneeling military. Candace again had the ball between her ankles. This is a great tool to use to help take some of the pressure out of the lumbar spine. Keeping the muscles around the pelvis engaged during an upper body exercise helps to keep the spine in the proper position and take pressure that may normally exist in the lumbar spine out. So next week we're going to shift back to the lower body and we're going to go to the one-legged squat.